Jet here to demonstrate creating a new dial plan in GoToAdmin. Adding a dial plan using GoTo's Visual Dial Plan Editor is a great way to customize how you handle inbound calls. Once completed, the dial plan can be edited at any time. The dial plan editor allows you to set up wait times or direct calls to specific voicemail boxes, auto attendants, and ring groups. In previous versions of the GoTo dial plan, things like ring groups and extensions had to be created in the admin portal before you could access them in a dial plan. Those can now be created while in a dial plan, and I'll show you how that is done. Finally, I'll demonstrate how you can add notes to your dial plan. GoToAdmin can be accessed at this site. I've already signed in as a super admin Ryan Noble. This is the home screen. Take note of the left navigation menu. You may see different icons here depending on what options are available with your GoTo plan. Click the phone system icon. Now, from within the call route section, select Dial Plans. You'll now see the dial plans which have previously been created. You may wonder why so many dial plans have been created for this account. Dial plans are not active until you direct a phone number to them. With that in mind, you can make as many dial plans as you would like to be ready for any situation. This column lets you easily see if one of your phone numbers is currently assigned to a dial plan in this list. Click the Add Dial Plan button. You can either create a new dial plan or import one from here. I won't demonstrate how to import a dial plan, but that involves uploading an XML file. Also, if importing, proprietary options like sound clips are removed so only the nodes and connections remain once imported. Since we will create a new dial plan, we need to give it a name. You can accept the auto-populated extension number for the dial plan or enter your own. Be sure to click Save once you're done. Here's your new dial plan. Let's talk about the options that you'll see at the very top. In the header, on the left side, you have different headings for additional options. In the middle, we have the name of the dial plan and the extension number. Clicking on that provides additional options like renaming the dial plan. On the right side of the header are additional options that I will talk about later in the video. This is where the nodes are located. They can be clicked and dragged to any desired location on the right. Also, you can hover over each node to read a brief description of its purpose. The area on the right is considered the workspace. Let's create a basic dial plan. Since a wide variety of nodes are available in the library, an infinite number of options are available when creating this plan. I will jump forward after adding several nodes and configuring them. You'll notice that the Start Here node will let us know if this dial plan has been routed to a phone number. In my case, it is not yet. From the Start Here node, this dial plan begins with a Schedule node. When closed on a holiday, the calls will be directed to a Leave Voicemail node. However, when the office is open, it will be directed to an auto attendant. At this point, the caller will hear an audio clip and will be required to press a number to be directed to the desired location. I then have 3 options set up based on those numbers. Please note that a caller will not know what number to press unless the audio clips inform them of those options. Let's record that from here. Click the Search Audio Library drop-down list. Then select Create New Sound Clip. You can record a new clip from here or upload one you previously recorded. Formats such as WAV and MP3 are accepted. When entering the name and description, include enough information to make your clip easy to identify. I won't create a new audio file here, but I wanted to demonstrate how to create new elements within the dial plan. In similar nodes, click the drop-down list as part of each and then select the option to create a new item. While still on the auto attendant, let's discuss the Allow Extension Dialing option. If checked, the caller can dial anytime and be routed to any system extension. A dialed auto attendant option will then take precedence over a dialed extension. Also, ensure that your on timeout and on invalid options have properly been connected to the desired node or even rerouted to the node they are a part of. Now there is a problem with this dial plan. Look at the third option in the dial plan. As with any nodes, they will not work unless you connect to them. That can be done by hovering over the empty dot and then clicking and dragging it to the desired node. Be sure to click Save once you're done. As one final thing, let's talk about the options in the top right corner of the header. The undo and redo changes work similarly to options like in a word processor, where you can step back or change some of your previous actions. Specify the desired date range and use the inspector mode to see how well a specified node performs. This is a brand new dial plan, so it has yet to be used. However, if it had been, you could see the information available to me within each node. But even with the new dial plan, you'll notice a detailed description of the selected node with tips at the bottom of the inspector panel. Now let me talk about notes. These can be left for any reason on your dial plan. There are also two ways to leave notes. The first is by clicking File. You could then click Add Note. I won't do that at this time, however. The second option is by right-clicking anywhere on your dial plan that does not cover a node. You can then select Add Note. You can add any message to that note if it is less than 280 characters. You can then move the note to anywhere in your dial plan by clicking and dragging from the top part of the note. To delete the note, click the More icon in the top right corner. And then select Delete Note. I will keep this note for now, however. Scan your dial plan one last time to make sure that everything is set up correctly and make any changes if needed. If you have made any changes, be sure to click the Save button. Click the X in the top right corner to close this dial plan. You successfully created a new dial plan. If you want it to be active, route a phone number to it. Let me show you where that is done. Click the phone number icon. Here are the phone numbers currently associated with your business. Click the one you wish to route to your new dial plan. Then click the Reroute button. Notice the two drop-down lists. Make sure Extension is selected from the first, and then search for and select your new dial plan in the second. Be sure to click the Save button once you're done. That's all there is to create a new dial plan in GoToAdmin.